Two South Bay police officers fired and criminally charged. 13 others relieved of duty.
Trouble in the Torrance Police Department tonight as the ex-officers face vandalism charges and others are accused of spreading racist messages.
This type of conduct obviously cannot be tolerated anywhere in our society.
Two former police officers are facing criminal charges and the ire of the district attorney and their former chief after being charged with spray painting a swastika inside a car. 29-year-old Christopher Tomsic and 28-year-old Cody Weldon are the former Torrance officers who have pleaded not guilty to charges of felony vandalism and conspiracy to commit vandalism. The city says both left the department in 2020, but they're not the only cops in trouble. The DA says the investigation revealed at least 13 other officers exchanging racist, homophobic, and anti-Semitic messages. They're all now on administrative leave.
Their preliminary hearing is set for October 4th, and both men have pleaded not guilty. On January 27th of 2020, the defendants were part of a group of officers who responded to a report of three men stealing mail from an apartment building. The officers had a vehicle at the scene impounded and taken to a tow yard. When the owner arrived to pick it up, he discovered a happy face painted on a seat and a swastika symbol on another seat.
Let me be clear. I will aggressively pursue any form of racism, bigotry, hate, or misconduct at the Torrance Police Department.
It's unacceptable, but it becomes doubly unacceptable when we have the people that are sworn to protect all of us to engage in this behavior.
DA George Gascon says he is still considering if the charges reach the threshold of a hate crime. In a statement, the Anti-Defamation League said, no matter the source of hate, we must stand up and denounce it. We are heartened that these officers are facing consequences for their reported hateful actions. Torrance's mayor echoed the condemnation.
To me, it's sickening to even think that anyone would do that, let alone a sworn police officer and an officer of the Torrance Police Department.
Gascon has made it clear he has a mission to hold cops accountable, but some legal experts say a vandalism charge is not exactly what his supporters might be looking for.
Some people will say you got the low-hanging fruit, but we want to see if you're really going to make a change in police culture, if you're really going to go after the tough cases, which is improper use of force.
And even his critics, who say he's soft on crime, are judging the charges, saying they're more typical of a politician than a prosecutor. Steve Cooley is a former LA district attorney himself.
The bad guys are out, and Gascon's having press conferences regarding relatively minor offenses because he wants to play holier than thou.
The DA says he will now also look into hundreds of cases the former officers were involved in to make sure there was no other alleged misconduct.
Now, this is one of those where who do you believe? I mean, the cops have pled not guilty. So apparently these two cops are saying, we didn't do it. And they're the two cops that are charged because they're probably the ones. You know, one of them probably signed the tow slip. Maybe they were riding together in the same car, but they signed the tow slip. That's really kind of why they did the impound. So, but they pled not guilty. So they're saying we didn't do it. So have they spoken to anyone at the tow yard and said, and I'm not accusing the tow yard, I'm just, we're kind of investigating here. Could someone at the tow yard have gone in and spray painted that car and went, I still blame the cops. Or did the cops do it and just are pleading not guilty? Or did the owner of the vehicle do it and go, hey man, look what I found? There's a theory. You let me know what theory you accept.